It's very important to connect with other influencers on Twitter. And you do that by coming here to the top and searching for the name of the influencer or the company. In this case, let's say Udemy, because we have an online course related profile here. We can, for example, follow Udemy, or we can follow people that are related with online course creation. And that's important simply because you will establish a relationship with these companies, with these people that are in the same niche that you are. They have audience already. In this case, Udemy have, let's see here, 130K followers. They already have an audience that is interested on the things that you also are sharing. So by creating a relationship, you follow these people, these companies, they will follow you back probably, and you will establish a relationship. Next day, probably you create a new tweet and they decide to retweet your tweet. And by doing that, they are basically sharing your tweet and putting that in front of all their audiences. In this case, let's say it's Udemy, in front of more than 130K people. Okay, 130,000 people on this case. So that's why it's important to follow. So how do you decide who to follow? You know, what's the deal? How do you know exactly what's the best people, the best company to follow? My suggestion is start with the companies that and the people that you already know. Probably if you have a business, even if you have just a personal page on Twitter and you want to grow that, you want to grow your audience, you need to follow people that have the same goal that you have. In this case, for example, again, if we are in a profile that is talking about online courses or digital marketing, for example, I will follow people and I will follow companies that are related with that. I can search even for the keyword here. For example, digital marketing. Let's see here. And we will have some suggestions here. We can go to people and we see profiles basically that are related with digital marketing that I can follow in this case. So it's important to follow, and also it's important not to follow people that are not in line with your goal, with your company. For example, if you want to, maybe, I mean, it depends of you. My suggestion, I personally don't to follow people that are profiles that are related with politics or religion or something that separate my audience. I want to follow only people, profiles, and companies that are bringing more people to my audience and are sharing a message that helps my company, helps all my audience to grow together. You know, to unite my followers instead of separate them. Do you know what I mean? I hope. So that's the idea, guys. I hope you start following people. You search for the keywords, search for the people, influencers that you already know that can help you to grow your audience. And also, another important thing is to, let's say, for example, we find this profile here, digital marketing. The other thing that I want to show you that is very important is when you find a company or a person that have a good Twitter profile and they have a good audience, they are growing. You see in this case, for example, they have more than 48,000 followers. My suggestion is to come to the profile and analyze their strategy. See how many times they are posting every day. In this case, you see this profile is posting 3 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So they post very, very often. They are very, very active, for example. So my suggestion for you here is to use the strategy that your competitors are using and use it on your advantage. So write down the things that you analyze here on their profile and you think that are working well, because this page, for example, is a successful page. So you see how many times they post, what type of tweets they are posting. Are they posting videos, articles, pictures? What are the one that have most likes or most retweets? You can analyze all the strategies of your competitors on Twitter and use that in your advantage. There is not a recipe for success. I cannot tell you, okay, only post these times a day, this many times every hour, this many times every week. No, there is not a recipe for success. That depends of your target audience. That depends totally of the followers and the niche that you are working with, okay? So for your case is one recipe, for my case is a different recipe. So go to your competitor's profile and see, analyze, study the strategy that they are using and try to do it yourself and see the results. Try for a week, try for a month, and after that, sit down, analyze the results, see how many followers you gain, and you can always find more people that are in the same audience that you are, and try to use their strategies to inspire yourself with the actions that they are taking in order to grow your business, okay? I hope that's exciting. I'm excited for you. I hope you are taking action also, and I see you in the next video.